Hello and welcome back. Today, I've compiled a short list of 5 things, in no particular order, every guitarist with a 3D printer should have. Without wasting any time, let's jump right into it. Number 1. This is an absolute must for a bedroom jammer such as myself. I cannot count the times I've been playing and needed to set my guitar down to adjust some settings on my computer, whether it be the amp simulator or something within the DAW itself, like editing tracks. And I don't want to lean my guitar on the desk for fear of marring the neck or the finish, but I'm also too lazy to get up and walk the guitar all the way back to the hanger on the other side of the room. Every single time I need to set it down for just a moment. So I designed this little guy. It's a quick print, even in TPU as I've printed it here. It only took around 2 hours. I used TPU because it is soft and won't mar the guitar neck or the finish on the neck, which would kind of defeat the purpose of having it in the first place. You could print this out of a harder material like PLA, but I would suggest adding some foam or some type of padding to avoid messing up your finish. I wanted this to be as minimal as possible so it's not in the way, it's removable if I need to remove it, or I could just easily move it out of the way. But I did include some options for screwing it in place if that's what you want to do. One has a 10-degree tilt on the neck pocket slot, whatever you want to call it, and the other has a 22-degree tilt. What you're seeing in this video is the 10-degree tilt. Now I did size this to fit my desk at 26.5 millimeters, but if your desk is thicker or thinner, what you'll want to do to make sure this fits is first measure your own desk's thickness, then add 4 millimeters to that number. You add 4 millimeters because these parts here that go above and below the desk are 2 millimeters thick each. Then adjust the X scale in Cura. So for example, if your desk is 35 millimeters thick, you would first open up this model in Cura, click the scale icon on the left to open the adjustments pop-up, uncheck uniform scaling, and change the X value to 39 millimeters. It's 39 millimeters because remember we added 4 to the desk's thickness of 35 millimeters. And that's it. Print and enjoy. Moving on to number 2, I designed this a while ago because I was about to buy an electric one, but wondered if I could design and print something to fit my cheap little drill. I'm not the first one to have this idea, clearly, but mine is another quick print coming in at just under an hour with 100% infill for strength and with supports on. And as you can see, I'm purposely trying to snap this thing and it's holding up well. Although you shouldn't be applying that much torque to a guitar tuning peg anyway. If you are, something is wrong. And coming in at number 3, if you find yourself doing a lot of work on your guitars or a lot of tinkering, a neck rest is essential. I used to go through pickup changes almost as fast as my dad goes through underwear. And nothing beats having the guitar sitting nice and comfy propped up on a clean workspace. I would definitely recommend printing this in PLA or something stronger and adding some foam to it as you see here. Now, I did not design this one, but I will also include the link with the others in the description. This is easily the largest print in this list, and I'm not bashing this thing around, so I only did a 5% infill. But even at 5% infill, it was going to take over 4 hours to print. I didn't want to wait that long, so I grabbed one of Chep's fast printing Cura profiles, and that dropped it down to just under 2 hours. That's less than half the time it was originally going to take. Unreal. I'll link to Chep's video where you can find his links to his fast profiles if you want to try them out too. And on to number 4, we have several different guitar pick designs that you can find on Thingiverse to print and try out. These are definitely fine on their own, but you can also customize these the same way I showed you with the scaling option in Cura to get a different thickness or completely warp the shapes altogether. I mean, if that's the kind of thing you're into. A link to a video where I go a little more in depth and tested several different picks will be in the description, and in that video's description are links to those picks. Last but not least, we have something that would be useful for more than just guitarists, and that is storage. A while back, I remixed the design of this skull and made it into a magnetic box to store some of my guitar picks in, but you could easily hide anything in there. The downside to this is you will need to purchase specific but inexpensive magnets, which I will also link in the description. If you already have magnets and you don't want to buy more, you could always just remix this easily in Tinkercad, or just come up with your own shapes. It's as easy as this. Just remember to leave room to make and align the holes for your magnets. Alright, and that's all I've got for you today. If you liked the video, consider subscribing and click that thumbs up button. Links will be in the description. I appreciate you tuning in. Catch you in the next one. Jam on, and as always, have the best day ever.